made it be my way.
Very good. Whew. All right. What is going on, y'all? We are back with another episode. I know y'all been waiting, but we back, baby. We're going we're dropping Transformers Rise of the Beast. And all I can say is it was decent. Way better than, the previous stuff, but we ain't gonna talk about all that. That's the past.
Yeah,
But
way better.
right. But as always, I'm your host, K1, and this is your co-host.
Shalom, what's up, Blerdsters?
All right. And we're going to jump into it, man, because, so now it's actually out streaming now, which is cool. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely out streaming now. Check it out. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, so y'all definitely check it out or whatnot. You want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll just give, what overall I thought of it. I thought, like you said, it was way better than the last few that we've had with Mr. Wahlberg.
That's my boy too.
Right. It wasn't hitting. I definitely think Shia LaBeouf's trilogy is just overall a classic. It's not perfect, but definitely overall better than what we've seen with Mark Wahlberg. I love the diversity. That was dope to see a Black woman lead in something like this, because I don't feel like we really see stuff like that. The Latin culture and influences was dope to see. The music was dope. It was dope to see sort of like the Beast Transformers and seeing them. And it was dope to see Optimus Prime sort of kind of being, I'm not calling what I want to call him, but, it was interesting to see him not be himself. So I'll just say that. But overall, it was a decent movie. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah,
what are your thoughts overall?
I mean, I feel the same. It was good to kind of see, I guess, the early stages or whatnot, because, of course, this one is a prequel to, what we've seen, previously or whatnot. So, I mean, this one was based in 94. So I definitely think the Optimus Prime we were seeing was a young, stressed out, like I'm trying to get my people back home, leader. So, I mean, it was kind of stretched thin. So, I mean, it's understandable. And you understand that more as the movie goes on or whatever. But, I did enjoy it. And I feel like with this one, they're trying to essentially kind of reset everything they did with the last previous three, I feel like. Because, like you said, with Shia LaBeouf, he was good as far as the lead for those three movies that it was out or whatnot. And I think they're trying to, all right, let's backtrack. Let's put somebody else in that role and see if we can get that same progress. That same feel.
Yeah.
So definitely enjoyed it, though.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think you hit a good point. I think with, and his name was Noah Diaz. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I already am a big fan of the actor because I remember him from what's that play on Disney Plus?
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Yeah. He was dope in that. So if you haven't seen it, go see it streaming now. So I think he definitely captured that essence of like the Shia LaBeouf oomph and all that good stuff. I think he was perfect. And I love that, like what you said, it was kind of like they try to give that same feel, but it didn't feel exactly the same. Like it felt different as a whole, which I love. And I think if they're going to continue down this path with just using him as the main, which I think they are, I think it'll be cool. Because like I said, I enjoyed it. It was definitely something different to see with the Transformers series. So yeah, I agree with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I will say with this lead character, I feel like he had more to lose versus Shia LaBeouf's character or whatever. I mean, he had his mom, his dad, he had his dog, maybe, his girlfriend, but he had a whole lot more to lose. Yeah. Right, and I guess that was a dynamic switch as well. You got this kid from the suburbs, then you got this kid from New York, essentially '90s New York. So definitely different feel.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I'm with you. Like, he definitely had more to lose. Of course, like, they're struggling financially. You know, this, you got the single mom that's trying her best, and then you got the older brother who wants to try to. He's essentially the man of the house, so he wants to try to like help his family any way he can. But it's hard for him to get a job himself. Like, he's struggling to get a job. He's struggling for someone to take him seriously and look past like his past or whatever. And then, you know, his brother's sick. So that's another thing. So he definitely had a lot more to lose versus Shia LaBeouf. And I think also was great because we also got more of we got a deeper backstory with this character. It wasn't so much like, oh, I'm in the suburbs and I got both of my parents and, you know, we got a dog. It's like, you know, and I got this hot girlfriend or whatever, you know, Megan Fox. It was like they went completely in a different way. Because even with the lead other and I don't want to keep calling her black girl because I hate doing that.
You talking about Elena?
Elena, yes. I like that they didn't go the route of them excuse me, having a love interest. I would have been fine with it because I like them, but I like that they didn't go that route. Like, she was smart. She was the one that played like a big part in them trying to find, you know, the missing pieces to this key and all this other stuff. So I like that she had other role other than just being the hot, fine, right, the pretty girl. So yeah.
For sure. And, you know, I definitely don't think her character was necessarily a damsel in distress either. Now, neither was Megan Fox's, you know, character essentially or whatever. But I mean, even still, you know, her, like I said, she was smart. You know, she knew these different artifacts and stuff like that no one else would really know otherwise or whatnot. And it made her valuable to the movie and what they were trying to do and everything like that. Because you got Noah Diaz's character, he come in, he don't know what the hell going on. He just tried to steal a car.
Right. Yeah.
And now his car telling you, oh, the fate of the world in your hands. Nigga, wait a minute. Like, what's going on here? Like,
it's like, dude, I was just trying to help my brother out. I'm trying to help my mom out. I didn't sign up for this. And it's hilarious because essentially Optimus Prime on the other spectrum is legit doing the same thing for his family. Like, he's just trying to get these niggas home. Like, that was just his whole premise of the movie. He's like, man, I'm just trying to get my people home. So that was also interesting to see the dynamics because at first they kind of were just like, you know, they didn't know about each other. And it's ironic because both of them are like literally the same person, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and you can see that dynamic, like, even to the point where, I mean, we might be going a little ahead, but like even to the point where, you know, he finally gets in with the Transformers and things of that nature. They tell him, hey, we need you to go get this key. And he's like, hey, I don't know about all that. I was trying to do this. And now y'all tell me, you know, the world's at stake. Like, I won't even try to be down for all this.
Yeah.
But as the movie progresses, you know, the car that he was essentially trying to steal was trying to vouch for him. Like, hey, Optimus, man, hey, he got it, man. Whatever you need, he got it. He can get this done for you, whatever. Yeah. And then it also helped that Noah Diaz had a military background as well. So he just wasn't no run-of-the-mill kid or whatever. So he had some, you know, tact about him or whatever. But you know, I guess that kind of solidified their characteristics as well because they're both, what's the word I'm looking for? Battle worn. Am I saying right? But either way it goes or whatever, you know, their dynamic between him and Optimus Prime was like you said, like, hey, I'm trying to get my family home. You trying to save your planet. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if you can trust me. Like you know, that's what the back and forth was with both of them. And you know, it was wild to see because I feel like had it been any other character in that position, he'd like, oh yeah, you know, let's save these aliens. You know, they you know. We don't know the full focus of what's going on, but let's try to help them out. No, Diaz like, oh nah, He's like, nah, I ain't going for it. Like, if they get that, our world might be done. Let's not make sure they get what they need, and we worry about us. You know, so that was funny.
Which I'm happy you brought that up because that was another refreshing thing to see. Because, like you said, we always have like the cliche, like you don't know anything about these beings, but these, you know, the characters, whatever, be so quick to like help them out. Like, oh, I don't know much about you guys. I don't know if you guys are potentially on the same side, but yeah, let's help you save the world, you know, or save your world. And Noah was like, and I think a lot of that also came from him just being street smart too. And like, you know, not saying that he was like in some shit, but you know, he wasn't no dumb dude. Like he had
Right.
street smarts and he also had that military background. So he wasn't no sucker. So he was just like, nah, like we don't know much about these people. I don't think we should be doing this. Let's destroy the key. I'm not with it. I don't care. And I love that because I felt like that was more realistic. Like if it was me, I'm gonna think twice. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's just go ahead. Because I'm like, first of all, what have y'all done for me to go out on a limb to help y'all out? Like I need to know all the facts before I try it out. So yeah, I like that aspect of them too. They did good with that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I mean, even Elena's character was kind of reluctant at the time. So I mean, you know, even when he was like, "Hey, you know, I'm just trying to get this key and I'm gonna help these folks," she's like, "Yeah, nah, like what's really going on? Like I don't trust that." You know, she's like, and then you gotta think at the time when he met her, she was already kind of frazzled because she just uncovered some stuff. So it's like, boom, she just uncovered this stuff. Now all of a sudden, you got these robots and stuff shooting at this building and blowing up her spot essentially. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, but, so I thought that was really cool that, you know, him specifically was like, nah, I don't trust them. We got to put ourselves first because clearly that's what they doing. So we got to put ourselves first. I don't trust it. So no, fuck that. But like what you said with Mirage in the beginning, I also liked his character too because I felt like I feel like he kind of wore Noah down a little bit, just like with him being so trusting of Noah in the beginning. And I think that allowed Noah to sort of let some of his guard down and then becoming cool. So that I love that character in Mirage.
Oh yeah. I mean, then like we talked about before, like it was good to see another, I guess, robot in the forefront other than Bumblebee, because Bumblebee has pretty much been the staple of almost every movie. And it's like, if you ain't got Bumblebee, you ain't got a movie. It feels like, you know.
Yeah, right. Like Bumblebee has always been like, yo, like if we ain't got Bumblebee, then we fucked, you know. And I like that because you know Shia LaBeouf, Bumblebee. That's that was his. And then you have the Bumblebee spinoff standalone movie, you know, or not really standalone, but you know, like his movie. Yeah. And then so for this one, I'm happy that they strategically sort of killed him off. So wasn't in the movie until the very end. I like that because it got us a chance to focus on some new characters, and also like we were able to really focus on Optimus Prime pre Shia LaBeouf and all this other stuff, where we see him in a different light. Like this Optimus Prime was unsure. He was like seemed like he didn't have shit all together, which I get it. This Optimus Prime was stressed. You know, even goddamn Optimus Primal was like, you know, who's this nigga? You know, like I was named after this dude. Like, you know, like what?
This can't be the same nigga I heard about. Not the great Optimus Prime. Like, what's going on here?
Right, like what's going on here? So I thought that was cool, and I think it was really good that they took Bumblebee out. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm like, damn, we all love Bumblebee, like, but let us focus on other people. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because like you said, it was definitely good to actually get to know some other characters outside of him or whatever. Because, you know, like I said, of course, Optimus Prime, he ain't going nowhere. You're going to have him. But, you know, he's essentially, you know, Bumblebee's essentially Optimus Prime's lieutenant or whatever. He's, you know, second in command to him. Or at least that's what the statement's been from all the movies or whatever. So it's good for them to kind of, all right, let's push him out. Let's put some more story into these other characters that we have and then go forward or whatever, you know, because like even with the Beast or whatnot, when you got to see them or whatever, it was like, oh, okay, like, because, you know, of course, in the beginning of the movie, they got their home taken away, you know.
Yeah.
Their leader at the time was like, hey, I'm going to put this in your hand, Optimus Primal, and I need you to get the fuck on, because if they get this, it's going to be a multiverse of madness shit going on in here, and they going to be coming over to your universe and trying to blow up the spot too, so.
Yeah. And that was cool to see them on their planet. My only gripe with that whole thing is, I think we touched on it a little bit. My whole thing is, I felt like it was a little bit of a cop out the way that, you know, and I forgot his name. Let me see.
That guy.
Not Unicron. It was The other dude, the dude got yanked up by him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hold on. You
His
keep
name,
going.
oh, Scourge.
Scourge. That's it.
Scourge. So I thought it was a bit of a cop out because I felt like by the time the beasts were up in the air in the rocket, I felt like it was a bit of a cop out because I'm like, okay, Scourge, so you telling me that there's nothing you can do but watch this rocket go up into the sky. Like there's clearly nothing you can do. You done murked their leader. You done all this other stuff, but you just letting them just go up in the sky. I thought that was a bit of a letdown. I wish they did like at least had him like going up in the air with them, trying to stop them, and then something happens where he wasn't able to make it or something. I don't know.
That's you right. Because I mean, he just looked up and it was like it just felt like if this was any other movie, they were like, oh, what the hell y'all going? Just like.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I'm like, bro, come on now. So that was my only thing. But other than that, just seeing the Beast in general, Optimus Primal. I forgot the other ones that are named. I know there was a leopard or a cheetah. There was a rhino. Mm-hmm. Seeing them, that was dope because I never seen anything like that. And I'm not super familiar. With the Beast Transformers. So that was cool.
And I get it because, like I said, like when they jumped in the spot, you just kind of worry about everything else that was going on, and it was just kind of moved away from them in a sense. But
yeah,
they were still dope characters, all them, nevertheless or whatever. But it was interesting though, to know how long they had been there on Earth too, because apparently they had been there for like, I'm just gonna say off the top of my head, they had probably been there for some centuries or whatever, so something like that. So, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna just say to piggyback off of what you said about them being there for a while, because it was those people, the villagers or whatever that have been there, and they're kind of like now the Beasts are known as like almost like they're protectors, like they help them out, and then in turn like the villagers help keep part of the key safe and protected and everything like that. So yeah, the fact that they said they've been there for generations of those people speaks to like how long they've been on Earth just chilling. So
right.
Been
there for a minute, holding down for a minute. Then you got Optimus Prime as his people that's only been there for like I said 7 years, which now the timeline kind of throwing me off now. Yeah. Since Centuries was probably saying a lot, because if Optimus Prime looked up to Optimus Prime, I don't know. No, but from the looks of it, they had been there for a minute. I mean, that speaks to how old I guess the Transformers are. I guess. You know what? Now that I think about it though, like in the previous movies, Optimus Prime would always say like how their planet and stuff was more advanced than this one. So debunk everything I just said. So they probably been there for a minute.
Yeah. And also another thing that, and I don't want to keep trying because I just thought of it. I want to just say it verbally. I didn't like with the key how my thing is. I felt like, and it could have been lazy writing, but when I think they were in Peru to find what they thought was going to be the key as a whole. But it was really like I think they went into like the tomb and it was like it wasn't there, and then they had the villagers take care of it, which I thought was but okay, cool, whatever. I feel like because I think didn't they lose the other half of the key?
So let me backtrack. So when No Diaz in the beginning when he was trying to get the key from the museum or whatnot. That what he thought and what everyone else thought was this was the whole key. Yeah, it was only half the key. And then so that's when they went to searching for the second part of the key, and that's when they met Optimus Primal and the bird Transformer. She came over there or whatever, and then now we get into the meat of everything that happened up until then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm confused. Okay. So no, I think I was talking about they needed some type of they couldn't make out the symbols. For something, and I felt like, okay, so how is this y'all shit? But no one knows how to decipher this. But Elena, like, I'm just like, how? I don't know if maybe I'm looking too deep into it or what, but I just was like, did y'all lose y'all history? or like what is going on? Because I feel like someone should have like known something. I guess.
So back to what you saying, somebody did know something, but she ended up dying. So the bird transformer, she knew the codes. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I said we had to backtrack a little bit because you know, basically what happened is when Scourge, to your point, what you were saying about earlier when Scourge got yoked up, I'll let you lead that one because you love that one.
So he. No, dang, I'm forgetting. So he I know Scourge goes to report back to Omnicron. Mm-hmm. And then he gets yeeked up because I think he was like, well, sir, we didn't know that this was only half the key, right? Mm-hmm. And he was just like, bro, like, the fuck, like, why? Pretty much like, you fucking up. Like, you supposed to go after the whole key. Why I only got half the key? Da 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 da. So, damn, where was I leading with that? Shit, I'm all over the place. You take over. I'm all over the place. There's so many things going on that I'm trying to remember, but I'll get back. I got you. Yeah. So like I said, backtracking. So when we're at the museum and, you know, Noah's trying to get the key or whatnot, him and Elena, you know, tussling back and forth about it because she's like, who are you? I don't know who you are, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why you're here. Are you here to steal something? He's like, yeah, but not for real. So then that's when, you know, the bad Transformers, because they don't even have a name, essentially. They're not called Decepticons. I don't know what they're called, but Scourge and his crew come through, start busting up the spot. And, you know, eventually they end up getting the key. So Scourge is happy. He's like, oh, bet, I got the key. I'm about to take it to my master. Hey, master, look, I got the key, man. I got what you needed. He was like, bitch, it's only half the key. Like you came over here making it seem like you know, you did a good job. You only brought me half the key. I need you to go out there and get the other half of the key. Right. Because that's what started happening. So they started trailing the Transformers, and they was like, all right, well, more likely they're on the trail to get the other half of the key. So, and so that end up in Peru. Yeah. And just side note, I looked it up. So they're called the Terracons.
Terracons.
Yeah, the Heralds of Unicron led by Scourge. So I think they are called the Terracons.
Probably missed that. Yeah.
Yeah. But so yeah, that's how they end up in Peru, and then they go into the I guess the tomb. Key's not there because Optimus Primal and his people gave the key, other half of the key to the villagers, so they keep it safe. Which I don't get that, because I'm like, okay, if y'all get attacked, like these people ain't gonna be able to do anything. I don't know, but you know, that was another thing. I kind of was like, y'all think that's smart, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, I thought maybe they constantly kept the key moving, but it's like, why would you build a whole tomb for a key that you're not gonna keep in there or whatever? Right. But I mean, either way it goes, I mean, when they did go down there to go, you know, see about the key, Elena ended up finding some writing. She was like, okay, there's some writing on here. This should let us know where it's at, blah, blah, blah. And then they come back just find out, oh yeah, we have moved it because, you know, we just gotta be for sure, like make sure y'all the real thing or whatever. Because even before going down there, Mirage had gave No Diaz like a little handgun thing or whatever. So he was using that to light up. Yeah, it came in clutch. So, you know, as they was down there searching, they had no light. Lo and behold, this little handheld thing got a flashlight, it can shoot and everything. And they know that. He was like, all right, bet. So as they're getting out the tomb or whatever, you know, one of the small Terragons gets sent down there to, I guess, to retrieve the key because they think they got it already, and they don't. So now they in there fighting for their lives, trying to run out this tomb and shoot at these, you know, shoot at the Terracon or whatever. Then they finally get out, and like I said, to find out, oh, we moved the key. We just want to make sure y'all was for real.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what? So that was like, I guess, they threw us for a loop on that, because I was just like, bro, where the hell is this key? And to find out that, you know, which was kind of cool, but I just felt like it just didn't really make sense. Because I'm like, if it gets down to what are these people going to do to really protect the key? Other than, you know, just keeping it low key. I guess if you having villagers protect it, I mean, it's really not attention grabbing, I guess. It's not going to like spark any, like, you know, the Terracons be like, oh, what's, you know, this looks interesting. Let's go try out this place to go see if they got the key. So I guess in a way it kind of made sense, but you know.
Right.
Yeah. But back to and I forgot her name. I keep messing up these not Rise of the Beast, but these Beast the bird transformer. she gets I don't know what exactly he did. I didn't know he threw something on her, and then she just started tweaking and almost like mind control or something like that. And so she ends up leading the Terracons to where the villagers are residing, and that just completely blows the lid off everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that little thing, and that just goes back to the whole him being able to shoot. You would have thought earlier in the movie he could have did the same thing. Pow! You know, shot the ship down or whatever. But he put this tracker / I don't know, like you said, mind control thing on her because she was tweaking. Because, like, she was essentially tweaking like she was a zombie. You know, after somebody get bit, they don't want to say they got bit by the zombie. She was tweaking like that.
And I'm like, yeah, like you get, and that's the thing that be pissed me off about these zombie movies too. She, I'm glad you said, because that was a great reference. Why do people do that? Like, if you know you don't got bit, you know something ain't right.
Right.
Say something. Like, don't just wait till like shit hits the fan, and then shit already done got fucked up by the time they realized what was happening, and she was just like, "Hey, kill me, or whatever." Like, it's like you don't let Terracons over there. They don't got the key, So that pissed me off because I'm like, bro, come on now. You supposed to be the wisest and the smartest out of all these Transformers. Come on now.
Right, for sure. Because even then, basically Optimus Prime was like, "Hey, we gotta kill this bitch," and Prime was like, "Hey, no shit."
Yeah, Optimus was like on some like savage shit. He was like about to kill her, I think, at one point, and then Primal was like, "No, I'm like, bro."
Yeah. Because he has to take a step back.
Yeah. And another thing that tripped me out is Noah and Elena had an opening. Noah was like, "Yo, come on, let's go. We got an opening. Let's go kill this key. I mean, not kill the key, but destroy the key." Mind you, this is in the midst of the battle. Optimus Prime big ass comes out of nowhere and is like, "Yo, wait, I know what you," and I'm like, "Bro, aren't you supposed to be fighting? Like, who the hell is this?" Like,
right.
Nigga was scared. Like,
oh, wait before you do something.
I'm like, were you watching these niggas go into the forest or something? Like, that tripped me out. That was funny though, because I don't know if it was the way the movie was edited or what, but it just tripped me out because it was like they were about to, destroy the key, and I'm wait, I'm like, nigga, go fight. What you? And then on top of that, whatchamacallit, the bird transformer who's tweaking, she still ends up taking the key away. So yeah, it was a big mess. I felt like that part, and one last thing before I let you go in, I felt like that part, I think with the battle, and I think a little bit after that, when she Primal has to kill her, I think that part was a little bit rushed to me. So yeah.
I mean, because I know she was saying, like, this is the promise. We said, hey, if any one of us was to turn, like, take one of us out or whatever. So, and like you said, the transition was weird, but I have a theory, and the theory could be wrong, but I have a theory because when they was traveling on that plane to Peru, which was also another Transformer, while they was traveling on that, plane to Peru or whatever, I noticed as Noah and Lena was talking or whatever, Optimus was steady looking at them the whole time. I'm like, so y'all think he really ain't hearing y'all? At least that's what my thoughts was. I'm like, you really think he ain't hearing y'all, or thinking like y'all might, switch up on him? Like he already weary about y'all as it is. So and that's what I don't know. That's what I can kind of attribute to that scene, because I was like, it was kind of weird how they cut it. I was like, it was like real quick, like you had been watching. I'm like, man, they're gonna fuck around and change up real quick.
To rewatch it again, I didn't catch that, but if he was watching them, and if we're also going with how Noah is kind of suspicious of them too, then I can see Optimus Prime being the same way and kind of watching them and hearing them talk about destroying the key. So when he did see niggas duck off, that's when he took his ass off too and was like, what y'all niggas trying to do? So yeah, it was just funny because I'm not so used to seeing you were used to seeing Optimus Prime in a certain light. Like, this nigga don't be sweating. Like, he just, even in the midst of like some shit going down, he still like keeps his composure. So just kind of see him like, whoa, wait, I was like, nigga, the hell? Like, You Optimus Prime. What you do? Like, So it was just funny. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It was a trip.
Yeah. But
and,
go ahead. No, you go ahead. I'm gonna
No, you good. No, I was just saying, once they got to that point, it was pretty much, no hope after that for some reason. Like, they got the key. Woe is me. It's like, hey man, y'all, y'all just giving up like that? What's going on?
Yeah, y'all think or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come up with something. It took Noah to be like, nah, like, come on, get up. It ain't over yet. We still got a chance to, like, which I liked to see that from him too, because like we said, he had more to lose. I feel like of course, like Optimus Prime, and then probably lose their home or whatever. I don't know if they lost their home or that would have been one of the consequences. But even if Earth got destroyed, it's not their home. I feel like them as aliens could just go to another planet, just live there. But like we said, Noah had his mom, his brother. He's like, nah, I can't. Like, so y'all get up. Come on, let's do something.
Yeah, because he was essentially like, y'all not about to give it from me. This is my planet. Like, we need to figure something out or whatever. Right. So then after that they pretty much rolled into battle and chased down Scourge and his crew or whatever. Before they got the key going and everything like that, and get that portal open, because Unicron, he just sitting back waiting. He like, I'm ready to eat. Like, I'm ready to eat me a planet. I'm ready to eat. Ain't no telling how long he been starving, essentially, because apparently he used that to move around so he could get to different planets and stuff like that.
The way he snatched Scourge ass up, and this nigga had to be hungry.
Right.
This nigga was like, wait, you ain't got you only got half the key, nigga. I'm hungry. Like, you playing. Like, come on now. So I want to go back to Mirage when they're about to I guess sneak up on Scourge to put like the code into, I guess, the stop. I'll just say machine because I don't know specifically what the name of the machine is, because it's been a minute since I watched the movie. But I liked that. Oh, we missing a part, because I think they went back to Noah's home, and that's when Mirage first meets Noah's little brother, and his brother tells him, hey, his brother's like, hey, before they leave, he's like, hey, protect my brother. I don't care what you do, but if you come back and he don't, I'm come looking for you. So I like that Mirage kept his promise and was like, hey, I'm a distract Scourge while you guys go underneath the tunnel or whatever, and y'all figure out how to put this code in or whatever like that. And I thought at that moment I felt like Noah, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but at the end with him and Optimus Prime, I think him seeing Mirage do that for him, that made him be like, damn, like maybe I shouldn't be so like hard up on these aliens or whatever, Transformers.
Right. Because that's definitely a good callback with Noah and his brother, because whole time while they about to go fight Scourge and everything like that, they had these code names they gave each other. Diaz was Sonic, and his brother was Tails or whatever. That was their code names or whatever.
Yeah.
So Mirage had said that to him. I think he had said it to him a couple of times. And after a while, Noah was like, why you keep saying that? Like, that's what my brother, he's like, oh yeah, I got your brother's walkie-talkie in my thing. I done had it in here the whole time or whatever.
Yeah.
I told him I'd watch over you. I told him I'd protect you, and he said, I'm gonna keep my promise. And I was like, oh shit, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Yeah. And so I think at one point No, I think what fucked it up, and I don't know why. I'm trying to think that Mirage was like trying to talk to them and telling Scourge peeped, and then that's when he grabbed Noah out of there, and then that's how Mirage essentially got fake killed, I guess.
Oh, something like that, because I think Lana was going up under the little bridge or whatever. Yeah. Did Noah go under there with her? I feel like they was both under there. And then Scourge snatched him up out of there. Mirage was, trying to distract him and make sure he didn't get hurt or whatever. And then, Mirage ended up getting fucked up. I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah. But that part was a little, I'm like, if y'all gonna do the fake out, feel like it would have been done better because I really thought niggas was dead. You know, this nigga's face was just like, you know, he was dead. So I'm just like, I'm wondering how they went from that to like he just randomly wakes up and he's just like, yeah, you know, I got you. You know, I'm like, bro, what? But you know, I don't know. I mean, maybe me picking over stuff too much, but I was just like, how? Like, what? I don't know.
Nah, I get it, because I mean, you know, like you said, the way he was looking, like you like, oh yeah, that nigga dead. Like, you know, you didn't really have a doubt that he was dead or whatever.
Right.
And you know, the whole time you just looking, and I guess Noah's trying to get his, you know, try to gather himself up or whatever. So, you know, because as Mirage died, he was covering, you know, Noah or whatever. Which to me, I was like, I mean, the way I be seeing Transformers tear through niggas, like, it seemed like he could have easily cut through that if he wanted to, but. You know, neither here or there.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, you know, Mirage is, you know, I can see if he was up under an Optimus Prime, because Optimus Prime is a big ass nigga. You know,
that's some hunk of metal,
right,
yeah.
He's gonna be blasting for a while, but Mirage little ass, I'm just like, okay, so I see Scourge blasting, and then my whole thing is Scourge had to know Noah was under there. I believe he did. So my whole thing is like, you would think he would check. I don't know. I just felt like niggas was dropping the ball. I don't know. So I'm like, how you not check to see, you know, if Noah's really dead? You just blast Mirage and that's it. You know, I know you hear Noah streaming under here, but you know, I don't know. It's like, bro, what is going on? Yeah. But I mean, the cool part though was when Mirage told him to damn, I'm gonna fuck this up. You probably know the kind of more verbatim what Mirage said to Noah to get him like in the suit, you know?
Oh yeah, because I mean, you know, so Noah looking up at him, and you know, Mirage wakes up or whatever have you, whatever. He like, yeah, you know, I can't do this, man. I'm gonna have to let you finish it out. So basically, he was like, I'm gonna give you some parts of me so you can finish this fight out or whatever. And that's what he did. So basically, you know, Noah donned the Transformer suit, and he was like, all right, I'm about to start whooping ass or whatever. So you know, which he was, and like you've seen it before. If you ever watched the Transformers cartoons, you've seen it where the kids have been able to wear the actual Transformer suit or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm glad y'all kind of run that into the mix or whatever, because we never really seen that before. You know, I thought it might have been a thing in some of the early movies, but they just never got to it or whatever. But
and then I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good.
No, I was gonna say, like, even just reading like some of the nerds talk about the movie, like they were just like, yeah, and you know, him, I guess, being in the donning the suit, people thought that was like dumb or a bit over the top, and I'm like, y'all are not really fans of Transformers, y'all just talking out your ass, because they do that. People have donned the suit, so it's like, just say you haven't seen shit, because like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is something stupid if it's been done in the you know, the show and the comics and stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just had to say that one.
No, I get it. Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah, no, it was definitely dope, because like I wasn't sure how it was gonna look, and like I said, when they did do it, I was like, okay, it don't look as bad as I thought it might look or whatever. So he, you know, he went out there and he went in and started blasting on Scourge, which the thing about Scourge to me is I was like, I kind of felt like he got weaker after his boss went off on him, because essentially in the beginning of the movie, it was told like, oh, Scourge is, you know, the baddest in the land because Unicron has gave him this power that exceeds normal, I guess, you know, Transformers powers or whatever. Because like even early on, Optimus was fighting him. Optimus was like, what the fuck? Like, why are you so strong? Like, he was confused or whatever. Because I mean,
that's like low key.
Right, because I mean, essentially, Primes are supposed to be like some of the stronger Transformers out the bunch or whatever. So as he's fighting Scourge, and Scourge a little bit stronger than him, he's like, "Oh shit, wait a minute!" Like, you know, so
right. I was a little blown by that too, because I'm just like, it did seem like he got weaker, because I'm like, well, how the hell Noah whooping your ass like this, you know? And then when him and Optimus Prime was fighting, he low key whooped Optimus Prime's ass. They killed Bumblebee, so you know, like, Yeah, that was a little, finicky. And like I said, I'm not super familiar with, like, I've seen certain things with Transformers. I'm not like a diehard fan like certain people, but correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I guess if you don the suit, do you automatically know what the hell you're doing? Is it more so like the Transformer is like controlling certain moves you do, or like that's just all you in the suit?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, but no, it did seem like he was freely doing everything or whatever. I mean, so I'm not quite sure or whatever because I mean, I guess Mirage had enough strength enough in him to give him some of his pieces so he could have a suit. But I do think it was all Noah though. I mean, I don't know, it might be a boost here or there or something like that, but I do think it was all him. Because like I said, when it got down to it, him and Optimus was going in on him, and then shit started getting heated. And then back to what we were saying about Bumblebee, keep in mind he was dead pretty much the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right. And they was just like, is there a way for us to bring him back and everything like that? Because it ain't the first time Bumblebee done been dead and he had been brought back. So,
right.
For some reason, there's always a will and a way for Bumblebee.
Right. Can come back from anything, apparently.
Right. Because apparently there were shards from their planet or whatever on Earth or whatever, but they didn't have no charge in them or whatever. So I don't think it was until they got into the fight, I think there was a burst from the fight somewhere, is when, something like that.
Yeah, because I think Elena was down in the cockpit or some shit. I don't know where the hell she was, but she was somewhere where something happened, some shot up in the air, like the blue light stuff, and it landed on Bumblebee, and somehow in Transformers universe, this brought this nigga back to life. I don't really understand it. I mean, maybe it's something I missed, because I'm not like a super Transformers like fan. Like I know everything. I'm pretty sure someone else can be like, "Hello, this is because of that," and whatever. But
please tell us.
Yeah, right. Tell us, because I'm just like, well, the hell is going on? But Bumblebee's brought to life. He comes down and joins the fight. What I also thought was not dumb, but dope with the fight was seeing all the Beast Transformers transform into like their other forms where I guess I don't know what form you would call it, but I guess they turn into like their Optimus Prime Bumblebee fighting style or something, form or whatever. So that was cool to see them in a different form other than, seeing the gorilla, the cheetah, the rhino forms and stuff. That was cool.
Right, for sure. Because I mean, with Optimus Prime, he pretty much had a mask on just like Optimus Prime's mask, and he was coming up through there, the rest with his gang and everything like that. They was just bashing through the herds of enemies or whatever. And like we said about Bumblebee, like once he got revived, he busted in the scene like, oh, time to fight. Like, all right, bet. He came through, and Noah jumped on the side of him and was busting shots or whatever, and they was just getting up through there or whatever. And then that was dope. Yeah. And the whole time Elena's over there putting that code into the dashboard or whatever. And I feel like something is missed right there where she's putting it into the dashboard, but she gets it in there at some point or whatever.
I had to do some where it was like all these different. Are you talking about all the different like dials or something? It was some shit. And I was like, yo, what the hell is like? It was just a lot going on with that. I'm like, well, damn, is the activation gonna take forever? Because y'all niggas running out of time. Like, yeah, it was a lot going on.
Right. But they finally got through there, and then basically it was Optimus Prime and Scourges, going up for the final fight and everything like that. And Optimus Prime ended up defeating Scourge. But then as they're trying to destroy the machine that's gonna, allow Unicron to come down and devour the planet or whatever, Optimus Prime, like as he's fighting, he's about to get sucked in, and everybody was like, all right, hey, Optimus Prime did what he can do. We gotta get up out of here. Right. Everybody was like, all right, deuces, we rolling out. I was like, oh, shit.
I'm like, well, damn, because they not necessarily wanted to go, but I was just like, well, damn, y'all just kind of like, And this nigga's getting sucked up, and sure enough, Noah. Which, you know what? Here's another thing, and I want to touch on because I found out what exactly happened with Bumblebee being brought back to life. It says the energy pulse released by the key activates a dormant energon.
That's it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, deposit beneath the valley where Bumblebee was kept, restoring him to life. So that's what happened. We found out what happened, you guys. But back to this shit. So, okay, so Noah, and that was another thing I was also wanting to know. So if they're in these suits, they also gain some type of strength, right? Because I'm like, ain't no way.
Nah, he wasn't pulling him for real. That was his own straight. Nah, all right. So definitely the suit. He definitely got a boost for the suit.
But like my thing with that, even with the suit, is like, is it that strong where he's able to like, because Optimus Prime is a big dude. He
didn't do it alone because Optimus Prime will crawled his ass back up and he came to help and everything like that. But you are in doubt. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say no was holding for a good little second for Primal came in, to help, because they was both about to get sucked up. But I'm just like, well, damn, how strong is the suit? Because Optimus Prime is huge, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But he definitely got some strength in that, because I'm like, ain't no way, because I'm like, ain't no way y'all gonna make me believe he did it all on his own. Because if he did, then oh Lord.
This little suit must pack a punch, because he definitely was holding his own for a few seconds, keeping Optimus from getting sucked up in the vortex or whatever. So I was just kind of like, well, damn. But yeah, and then there's another thing. If I was Optimus Prime, I kind of be looking at Optimus Prime with the side eye, because I'm like, nigga, you legit was about to leave, then you want to come and pop up, try to help a nigga out, like. You shouldn't have left in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, nigga, what?
Right. And it was a trip, but they definitely pulled him out, and the thing exploded. Unicron was literally coming through the portal, almost like a scene out of Avengers when like this Tara was coming through the portal. Yeah. So he was coming through, and it was like, oh nope, got to send that back out or whatever, and basically just everything stopped then after he was pushed out. They kept knocking niggas out, and that was the end of it, or whatever. Yeah.
They made it out, and then we good. Are we missing? Let me make sure we're not missing anything. Okay, so I think at that point, Optimus Prime was like, they'll try to call Earth home at that point, right? Yeah. So then that's it kind of leads into like events that come later, and then let me pull up this. Elena receives recognition for her work in discovering the temple in Peru, which was dope. Because I'm like, about time the lady she was working under was a bitch, so I'm happy she was
doing shit.
Right, Mm-hmm. And then with Noah, he gets he's thinking initially a job opportunity, and it ends up, because at first I was like, well, what the hell you got yourself into now? Because you in this room, it's a little creepy. I'm like, is he gonna be, I don't know, some people want him now, but it turned out to be, the G.I. Joe thing, which was dope.
Yeah, which I definitely wouldn't expect that. I know some people probably got mentioned up beforehand, but I was like, because I thought it was gonna be Sector 7, which has been the run-of-the-mill government force with Transformers throughout the original movies or whatever. So to bring G.I. Joe in will be an interesting mix, and I hope they kind of go back and fix some of the things that happened in the previous G.I. Joe's movies for this or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see that dynamic or whatever. And then even outside of that, they was pretty much telling him like, hey, we heard you was out here fighting with these aliens and stuff. He like, nah, I don't even know what y'all talking about. Like he played it cool the whole time. Yeah. Like, man, I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't fought no aliens. I ain't say the planet like what you talking about. Right. And then he was like, all right, you gonna play coy. He like, all right, bet, just know like if you work for us, your brother, he gonna be good. He ain't gotta wait no more for the doctor. He gonna be straight now. And just basically just give him a list of things that's gonna come with the job, as as far as what he's gonna be good at. So I thought that was a trip.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought it was gonna be the same type of government type thing we've been dealing with in the previous Transformers movies. That's why initially, after I got over creepiness of it. I'm like, well, what the hell going on? But then when he kept talking, I was like, okay, so maybe this is. But I'm happy that it didn't turn out to be that way, because I feel like we said before, it's been done before.
True.
And I feel like, they're doing like a new take on everything. So the G.I. Joe thing took me by surprise. So I was like, well, wait, did people who created Transformers or vice versa, did they, create G.I. Joe too, or are they affiliated any kind of way? And I Googled it. I didn't know they did like a Transformers G.I. Joe comic before. And I was like, well, damn, that's cool. So I'm with you. I hope, because I feel like G.I. Joe hasn't really took off. We've had a few movies in the past, but it really hasn't take off at all. So I think
not like it should have.
No, not like it should have. It's kind of just like, you know about it, but no one really has. You have seen it, no one's really talking about it, and it's not something that, people are like super excited about. But I hope, if this is the route they go, I hope that it kind of revives G.I. Joe and it becomes something that people are interested in and excited to see, because I think that'd be dope. Like G.I. Joe combined with some Transformers, and now he got the damn suit, like that's gonna be cool. Yeah.
And I'm glad you touched on that. Like, yeah, he definitely kept the suit and everything like that. And also, Mirage is still alive, so you get to see that he's still alive, and basically Noah was putting him back together, essentially, whatever parts he could find for his model type, he was putting him back together or whatever. Because we missed this. I don't know how we missed it, but the rapper
Toby, and
Toby, yep.
I didn't bring it up, yeah.
He did a phenomenal job. Like, if anything, he did a good job being the character he was for that movie, whatever. Yeah. He even put down some dope tracks for the movie. That just goes back to the good music we said was within the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's down there with him because essentially he's the one that convinced him to steal the car in the first place or whatever. So you see him at the end, and he's like, man, all these scrap parts you got, man, is this thing gonna even start? Next thing you know, Mirage transforms right in front of him. He's like, oh shit, he drops keys. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. It was dope for him to finally see, because that whole scene where like they're running from when he first tries to steal Mirage, and he didn't know Mirage was a Mirage.
Right.
He was still in the car. It was fun to see, because at first I think Toby was like, yo, go, like he was like hyping dudes up, and then I think once he started seeing the cops and shit, of course, like he backed out. I guess he was just like, yo, it's too much for me, I don't got cops involved. But it was dope to finally see him see Mirage in person and be like, yo, I was trying to tell you, it's aliens, these alien damn robots and Transformers and shit. So that was funny to see his face, and he was like, oh shit, what? So
right. And then even before Mirage had convinced him into doing a job or whatever, he was like, hey, once this job is done, hey, I can transform into any car you want me to transform into, so you can get the money that you need to, make sure your family's straight and everything like that or whatever. So I think at the end of that, it was him still trying to make good on his promise or whatever, like, putting me back together, and I can still help you with that as well. But whole time he already got this job that he about to be in that's hopefully gonna bring him good money. I would think if his brother gonna be good.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he may not even need Mirage's services no more, because I feel like they don't be good now, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I'm like, well, shit, Mirage gonna need a lot of work, because Mirage kind of looking like a little hoopty now, like he looking a little bad, But yeah, I'm excited overall to see where they go with it. Like we touched on before, it still gives you like those feels and vibes of like Shia LaBeouf's Transformers, but not being too exactly like that. I like that they kind of strayed away from certain cliches, like the whole, yeah, let's go, I'll help you guys save the world. Yeah. Nah, Noah was on some like, I'm thinking about myself. I like that. I love the diversity. I love how many we had so many Black and brown people in this movie, which was amazing. For this to be like a Transformers movie and all we've seen is one type of color.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was dope as me being a Black person seeing that shit. Like, I was just like, I love it. So I'm excited to see where they go with it. The actor who plays Noah Diaz, phenomenal. Anthony Ramos. He's a amazing actor. I'm excited to see the G.I. Joe type thing. I think it'll be dope, and I hope that this revives G.I. Joe. I really hope it does, because G.I. Joe's been struggling to get off the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they did with them doing well with this, if they can follow that same trend, follow that same formula they're producing now, they'll be good to go. But like I said, Black and Brown was definitely represented in this movie. You can see that, and you can see the director, the direction of the movie was a whole lot different than the other ones were.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, if they just take that spin on it and keep rolling with it, they'll be good to go. So,
yeah, because there was like a few things I kind of was like, but overall, I liked the feel. It was just a different feel. It wasn't so goofy, like, because even with Shia LaBeouf, even though those movies are more of a classic type of thing, I don't have too much bad things to say. But overall, they were kind of more comical, but I feel like this one was a little bit more serious in certain aspects of the movie. And I also love that they did it in the 90s, and being, us being 90s babies, I loved all the references and, the music and just like the little stuff. I was just like, I loved it. It was dope.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
They have to take you back a little bit. So, yeah, it was good to see those elements. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think his brother was playing some game. Damn, we talked about it.
He was playing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because I don't remember what it was.
Was he playing Mario?
Was he? It was some game that I played. I have the game. I just don't remember what he was playing. But anyway, whatever game it was dope to see that. I thought, it was dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had on a little Power Rangers t-shirt and everything. Like I said, I know it wasn't Sonic he was playing. I think he was playing Mario, but could be wrong. I think he said he was trying to defeat Bowser, so I think it was Mario.
Yeah, it probably Mario. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, they're supposed to be coming out with another one. I don't remember exactly when.
Shoot, with all these writer and actor strikes, we're gonna see.
Oh, okay. Okay. They said it's scheduled to be released September 13th, 2024. All these damn strikes, we don't ever really know, unfortunately, but it's supposed to be called, It's supposed to be called, no, shit, my bad. This is animated. Never mind. Sorry, this is an animated one that's supposed to be starring Chris Hemsworth and Brian Tyree Henry, which is a dope actor too. But
yeah, he is.
Yeah, but I guess it's supposed to be the first of 5 installments. So yeah, they got big plans for it. So
yeah, we'll see. I mean, then just to jump on it, I mean, we definitely support the strikes. I mean, we get it, y'all get y'all's just due or whatever. But shoot, as long as these might be going, we might be out of a job. I'm just right now.
I'm saying, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little hurt that Spider-Verse has been postponed indefinitely. Like, they don't even have a date for the shit no more. And I was excited because at first they were saying the top of next year was supposed to be part 2. Then it turned into like, well, it's gonna be delayed this date, I think. Then now they're saying, well, it's just delayed. Like, we don't even know. And I'm like, bruh, I'm for people. I want y'all to get y'all money. I'm for it, but just as a lover of the culture, I am a little hurt. All my shit is getting delayed. So
pushed back. That's just on top of everything else we know that's getting pushed back. But hey, so, but it is what it is. But
go ahead. I was gonna say overall, because I don't think we did this yet. What would you rate out of 1 out of 10? What would you give the movie?
I'll probably give it a decent 7.5. I'll probably give it a decent 7.5, 7.2, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think I agree. Yeah, I'll give it. It was a solid movie. I enjoyed it. I think just going off, was it like Oscar worthy? No, but I don't think it was supposed to be like that anyway. Right. But was it better than Wahlberg's movie? Hell yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. Yeah.
Not sure where it was going with those, but hey. Because I mean, but before like Marvel and stuff, the big thing in the theaters was Transformers. If they were dropping, you was trying to go to the theaters, go see their movie. So yeah, I definitely think this would be something to get everybody psyched back up again to go out, start seeing Transformers movies again. So yeah, but like like we said, you heard from us, we enjoyed it. Check it out. It's already streaming out now, so definitely don't miss it. But yeah, did you have anything else?
No, catch that on Amazon Prime. Watch it. You'll enjoy it. And I think after this, our next episode is gonna be Secret Invasion, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Just wrapped up.
Yeah, I just finished that. I got a lot to say about that, but I'm
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
it could go a lot of ways, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Yeah. But, like as always, we hope you enjoy this. Catch us again for our season finale for Secret Invasion. We might even try to slide Blue Beetle in, because that's dropping next month. Yeah, that's dropping next month.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you know how I feel about it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Right. But, speaking of representation, they got it in there. That's what it looked like. So we're going to see.
I'm here for my black and brown people getting the representation. Is about damn time. So that we can do that. I'm fine. I'll take it easy. But I just hope, we know how DC do. I'm not going to say no. We know how DC do. Let's see.
We can go on a whole tangent on that. We probably have another DC discussion part 2 or something like that. But it is what it is. But again, we hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, I'm your host K1. This is your co-host,
Delon.
All right, and this has been our review of Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Catch us on the next episode. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Peace.